Hi, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do dating to marry as a dom. Yes, so this is going to be a dom edition. And I really wanted to do this for my fellow goddesses, my doms, the women that are really in the lifestyle, and also to the devotees and the submissives that are absolutely with the shits. So let's get into it. So obviously, when you're in the lifestyle, dating to marry tends to come through an FLR, female-led relationship. Quite frankly, if you're a dom and you're in the lifestyle dating, that is precisely what the dynamic was gonna give regardless. But I have come across, it's a very common thing within the culture of the BDSM community for women to date traditionally, and then they just kind of also share parts of their life with their traditional partner or their vanilla partner. So let me break this down a little bit more. So let's just say you're a dom, you're in the lifestyle. What does this typically look like? Are we dating men that are also in the lifestyle? Yes, we do date men that are in the lifestyle, but you guys are probably wondering, well, where do you find these men? Sometimes you can find it in the setting. They have social scenes, they have little underground kink clubs. Also, you might find them online. Or sometimes, one guy that I dated, I met him on Bumble, and he appeared very vanilla, very traditional. And to be honest, yeah, it was not until I think we went on our first date and he made this little comment that made me, fucking glitch. And then I just thought to myself, wow, is this like a puppy? Have I has the puppy distribution system founded me? Has a puppy distribution system found me? And well, we did. And we dated for quite some time. It was a very lovely experience and we had fun. Obviously we're not married, but when I think about dating as a dom, most doms that, let's say they do want to eventually marry, they date traditionally. It's almost no different than dating on the apps or dating in real life. The only difference is we'll explore both avenues. We'll explore our kink scene, our kink arena, explore what comes up there. And then also we'll explore in our traditional vanilla lives, or in our traditional life, every regular day life where we're not engaging with people that are also in the lifestyle. We would just probably end up dating someone and then start opening up to others that, or start opening up to our partner to let them know, hey, this is the thing that I'm into. For me personally, I let them know in the beginning that I'm in the lifestyle, but I don't have any, there's no strong desire for my partner to be a part of it. But let's just say physical intimacy or play comes up. I think it would just be a matter of exploring, hey, is this something you want to try? And if he doesn't, it's totally fine, guys. At the end of the day, physical intimacy is important to me. And I find that kink play was just one outlet. So me personally, I don't need to be heavily attached to the kink lifestyle in order to feel fulfilled within a committed relationship. It would be nice if I end up with a guy that is definitely down with it. That would be really cool, really fun. But me personally, I do love the traditional lifestyle, or maybe or what do you ladies call it, the trad life. All I know is to be with a man is for him to take care of you, okay? That's it. And if he's with me, just know I'm telling him what to do. And he gets to do whatever he does anywhere in this life. You know what I mean? I don't take orders. I just give commands. But anyway, back to dating as a dom. Let's just say you're in the lifestyle. Now you've made it past the stage of courting, and now you're actually starting to get settled in. Right? As in not committed yet, but you're still dating. You're, right before you make stuff exclusive. If you're in that period with the guy, this is that perfect time to start asking, general questions. Because not only do you, if you're dating a guy that's traditional, not only do you want to think, okay, all the traditional needs you would have, you need to ask those basic questions. Now, if you're in the lifestyle and you're dating someone that's in the lifestyle, you want to ask questions that is, you know, that whatever is important to you in that lifestyle, you want to explore whatever might be important to them in the lifestyle as well. But beyond that, I think that the thing that I tend to ask, what I tend to ask my partners, if I know that they're not in the lifestyle, I would ask them about how do they feel about traditional roles, you know, because for me, semi-traditional, like I like to receive the traditional treatment from a man, because I feel like that's like their job. Like they're really meant to serve a woman and worship a woman. Like if you left it up to me, if it's up to me, if I could wave a wand and there's so much different things that we can have, I wouldn't mind indulging in a reality where I am just super duper duper, like just disgustingly rich, and I have my reverse harem of men, and yeah, we're just in one happy relationship and they all have their little roles. Yeah, like I would totally, it's giving female Hugh Hefner. Yeah, except like I'm just not even fucking any of them. I'm just giving them my feet. You know, it's just so cute. Imagine coming home to like a gaggle of dogs. Like they're just all so cute. They're just like coming home to a bunch of big puppies and big dogs. Like I would really like that. Yeah, so didn't mean to go on a tangent. So back to dating to marry as a dom. Some questions that I ask men is, you know, how do they feel about the traditional role? I have my basic expectations from a man. I also want to know, what is it that they require of a woman? What do they need? Some men want a woman to cook for them all the time and clean. Some men don't. Some men actually say, hey, I prefer to cook, and that's a love language, and I love that. You know what I mean? Me personally, I don't really like to cook. I can cook very well. I always let men know up front, like, hey, I'm not that one to cook. I don't even be worried about food, okay? I don't even be remembering to eat, okay? I have subs that are literally in charge of reminding me to put food into my tummy, okay? Like that, like, so me being in charge of food, it goes beyond having this homemaker attitude. Even though I love brownies, I love to bake, I love a grill, but that's like every week on a Sunday as a grounding mechanism. I'm not the one to get up every day and cook. That's weird. So for me, it's weird for me. So I asked him about these traditional roles, and also too, let's just say that's for traditional. Now let's just say it's a guy I'm dating in the lifestyle. I have heard experiences where a guy said that he was dating a woman, and well, not dating her, but he was her sub. He was a sub to a woman, and she was dating to marry. And yeah, the sub actually ended up, and this is very common. This is not like, that was not only one experience, but I have literally heard so often men's experience as a sub and being with a woman that is dating to marry. And what that would look like is he continues to be her sub, and as she transitions into the dynamic of her relationship getting more serious, she starts to expose her to be partner, right, to the sub lifestyle. And sometimes the subs, like if their partner is open to it, the subs, you know, the dom will discuss it with their sub and say, hey, you know, I've officially let my partner know that this is a part of me as well. And sometimes the subs are actually very aware that, you know, the dom is dating. The subs are not really worried about what you do outside of them, unless of course you are in an FLR with them, okay? Which is like a committed relationship for the dom sub relationship. But that's not that. The guy was just, it's a giving play partner. It gives more like poly, right? If you're a dom and you have your subs and you're dating to marry, you're technically poly. You just have like, you know, your play partners maybe, and you know, maybe that's easier to maintain. For me, it's easy for me to maintain relationships, multiple relationships, when there's no physical intimacy involved, right? So with that being said, I can see how it's very easy for a woman to be dating to marry. Maybe she's not sleeping with the guy as of yet, right? And she's definitely probably not sleeping with the sub. So, you know, that's how that tends to work out. But as far as the dom going through the traditional dating aspect, she would then start to incorporate her sub into her lifestyle. I've heard scenarios where the subs would then probably spend the night serving the dom, and then also you know, participating in her regular lifestyle with her boyfriend. Like for example, if if I was that dom and I'm here with my boyfriend and the sub is here, I'd have the sub be serving us. Like that is what their job would be. And some men are okay with being, you know, cut, you know, so think about that as well. So there are scenarios where some subs are very okay with the dom having a traditional relationship because it leaves room for them to have that cuck experience. And other times, you know, some subs really do crave this dynamic where they are just chained to the bedpost and then they're freed in the morning to go make breakfast, and you know, the goddess and her to-be partner is just making love, and then the sub comes and like runs her bath water or brings them breakfast. That's the thing, you know what I mean? Or cleans up whatever mess, you know? So it's almost giving like this, it gives like intimacy butler. Sometimes when I think of submissives that are included in the goddess dating life, it gives like an intimacy butler, and you guys know I love a butler, you know what I mean? So with that being said, when we think about what is it like to date as a dom, so yeah, so when we think about dating as a dom or like a goddess, right, you kind of are a little bit positioned as a poly, but the only thing is you just have like this support animal that's just there. So there's been subs that also have reported that they became the chauffeur to the goddess and her partner, which I love that, you know what I mean? Some subs have reported that not only have they been the chauffeur, but they've been like the chef, or they'll be like the cleaning boy. One sub said that the goddess's partner was okay with physical touch, so the sub got to massage his feet. So mind you guys, that is actually very interesting, because I would not mind a dynamic where my partner is, you know, heterosexual, straight, but he's very comfortable with getting a massage, and it doesn't have to be sexual. It's the fact that this is my little animal. If he's sensual with me, or, you know, if I allow him to be, that's fine. But outside of that, he's just here to serve. Whatever I tell him to do, he does. So if I say massage my man's feet, he's gonna get to work. If I tell him to go paint my man's toenails, he would. Probably wouldn't be painting my man's toenail, but what if I'm a goddess and I have a sub that's in charge of doing my feet, and my man, you know, needs his feet done? What do you think I'm gonna do? As a goddess of love, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to order him to do my man's feet, because that's what he does. Or running our bath water. Guys, you need to start thinking big. You need to start thinking big. So when we think about dating as a goddess, or dating, you know, and you want to marry in this physical realm, you have to think about what kind of, you know, lifestyle in this physical plane actually aligns with your with who you truly are, which is like a goddess, which is like a dominant woman. You answer to no one. You are your own religion. You know what I mean? So if I tell a man, hey, I'm a religion, what does that mean? He must pray every day. You know, is to live a life where men bow at your feet in the morning. What, like, someone needs to do that. You know what? Someone needs to do that. So I'm a goddess. If I live a life where I expect for a man to bow at my feet every morning, right? Or wherever the fuck he is, he better be bowing and praying to me and sending that. If my partner to be is not into that lifestyle, whether or not he is, just know that someone will be bowing to me. So maybe he can, or maybe he won't. You know what I mean? It would be nice to even have like a sub just be bowing at both our feet, but you know, some of them aren't really thinking too far, you know. So there's that. There's so much to unpack here, you know. But I just wanted to give you like a quick little flavor of like what it's like dating as a dom. Yeah, I actually did a previous video of like questions to ask if you're dating to marry, but I wanted to do like a dom edition, but there's no real question to ask here, you know. I just wanted to let you guys know what time it actually is, and this is what it's giving. Let me know, how are you guys feeling? Do you want me to talk a little bit more about that? What questions do you have? Where do you want me to unpack? Do you guys want me to do a Q&A, you know? Yeah, let me know. Thanks for coming to my channel. So until next time, mwah.